So in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to make some building structures with the construct tool. I've already created the bricks for this. I've just copied to make it double-sided. The column is just going to be our knot prefab. Check in the wall and construct tutorial for how to create basic construct bricks. So this I'm going to make like a building. So let's create our construct, and then this settings object, I've already added the brick prefab and the knot prefab. And okay, let's switch this random brick scale to 1 as well. And then on the floors I've also set it to generate a mesh. So you'll see there's 2 floors in our list. The one's height is 3.7, and let's just set this UV scale. You can set how high the mesh is generated. Okay, but let me show you how this works now. So on our construct, let's add the settings object, and then use the spline again to create object. So you'll notice the floor is generated as well, floor mesh. Okay, so these edges don't look right, so for this structure I'm going to use linear knots because it ends up looking much better. And so we've got 2 floors here. So this is a town generator building object, and you'll see the terrain manipulation options are right here. We can manipulate the terrain below that using these functions. So if we switch on handle as building, then it works more like a building where it's not only on the edges that it will raise or lower the object. Okay, so there we go. Now it's load the terrain. So we don't have doors, so what we can do, if you don't have a door on your object and you want to go inside, just go to the floor and switch off snap, and then just push this a little bit higher. There we go. So that's an easy way to create a building. Okay, next let's create a building from these pieces. Okay, so I've split these pieces up, especially like this column. The column I've broken up, taken the wood, separated from the brick structure. So we have 2 separate types of columns. So another piece I've created is an underground wall. Now all these pieces are the same height, otherwise the construct won't be able to generate correctly. For the door, so we've got this one as a normal door. That's our brick. The construct brick, and then I've got one that's open as well. And what I've done with the open one is also add some stairs to it. You see that the stairs are below the ground, so when added to the construct they are automatically on the right height. And if you display the bounds, the stairs are not included in the total bounds of the object. That's just to help with the alignment with other pieces. So we've got this wall for the underground and this knot object for our underground knot, and then this knot would be for everything higher up. with that wall over there, and a window object, and a door object, and an open door object. Okay, so I've got a settings object here. The default wall would be our underground wall, and our default knot would be this underground knot object. And then for our floors, the first floor then has our house door object as one of the bricks, and then I've got a bunch of walls here just so that we've got more clean walls, and then some windows as well for our first floor. And then I've got the knot set here. This is the normal knot, the wooden one. And then I've added the right on the right door prefab, I've added our open door object. Okay, so that's the first floor. Then second floor, I don't need to set any prefabs. I've just used this one to also generate a floor mesh. And then the last one also just to generate the floor mesh. Okay, so let's see how this works. So we're going to generate one over here. So let's create our construct object and then add our settings to it. Okay, I'm going to set it to align to terrain and then use the spline tool. Okay, let's close the spline. Here we have a basic building. Again, this will look better with linear knots. Okay, and there you notice we've got our stairs right there for our door. We can go inside. So notice that it's generating attach points on this building. So we can just set them only on the one side. Just need to make sure which side this is. Okay, the right side is on the outside, so that's fine. Okay, so let's move this. So you can notice the underground pieces sticking out there automatically. Oh, so that's pretty cool. Let's add some points to this. And we can move that door around as well. Okay, so that's at the first floor. Yeah, that's better. And there's a cool building. Okay, so that's it for this tutorial.